make it on tour with a big arena tour all over the world this year with Shinedown and D-Drum. And D-Drum and Shinedown will be throwing a big party at the Grove of Anaheim Friday night with the Dean Guitars, D-Drum, NAMM Jam featuring Shinedown, King, and a whole host of other things. So it's going to be an awesome party. You guys are all invited, and you can coordinate with NAMM on how to get your pass. But otherwise, just come by the Dean booth, 5466B, and we'll work it out for you. But I'd like to introduce Barry Kirch of Shinedown. Barry, thank you for being here.
Good to be here. We never give a drummer a microphone, so this is kind of odd for me. We're supposed to be in the back, just sitting there doing our thing. But it's really a pleasure to be a part of D-Drum and the things that they're doing. They're really reinventing the company, and they're bringing a lot of vintage ideas. Vintage Arbor Series snare drums where you can get different woods with different bearing edges. I personally have a mahogany one that has fully rounded over edges called the Blackjack Edge, and those type of drums really spoke to me when I was moving over to D-Drum and trying things out. I have an alder kit in my studio at home. They call it the Pocket Kit. It's a little bit smaller drums, but it's really just a wonderful sound, and it's really a pleasure to be with these guys. Being a Florida boy, it's a Tampa-based company, so it's nice for me to be right up the street from them. So, is there any questions that anybody has? Love it. It's easy. Nobody asks drummers questions. It's perfect. All right. Well, thank you everybody for paying attention. Come check us out at the booth and come see the party with Shinedown. It'll be a great time.
And Barry, can we get a portrait of you out here in front here? And Barry, can you come to your right a little bit for me, please? Thank you, sir. One smile. Thank you. Right here. Okay. Oh, Barry, just one back here, sir. Thank you.
It's really capable of some rather beefy things. So I'm not exactly Keith Emerson, but you can really go to town on the bass. It's really quite lovely and pretty. So now I'm going to play something else. I was a little afraid of losing that sound, so I'm going to use two.
instrument section of the afternoon's programming, and I'd like to introduce Fred Poole from Peavey with a really, really exciting guest.
Hi guys, thanks for being here. We are pleased that you all took the time to come out and see what we got new at this year's NAMM 2013. This amplifier is what we're introducing, and it's the Peavey Viper VIP, or Variable Instrument Performance Amplifier. But the real story is Hartley Peavey, and he's standing right over there. And you all need to get a chance to talk to him at some point, because he's the guy that created everything that we're doing here today. So big hand, Hartley Peavey. Right there. And I have with me Alex Skolnick from Testament and Alex Skolnick Trio to demonstrate the world's first variable instrument performance modeling amplifier. Now what that means is not only is this an electric guitar amplifier, it's a bass guitar amplifier and an acoustic guitar amplifier as well, all in one. It's a major paradigm shift. So what you do that's different than anybody else's amplifiers, the first thing you do is you select what type of instrument you're plugging into the amplifier. So if it's electric, you press the electric button, it configures itself for an electric guitar amp. If you grab your acoustic, you press the acoustic button, it reconfigures the amplifier for acoustic guitar, and the same thing for bass. Now if you're primarily an electric guitar player, we also have instrument modeling on the amplifier. So you can actually lay down a bass track with an electric guitar if you want, with our onboard looper, play over top of it with an electric guitar. So this is a fantastic amp. It's got onboard USB record out, a multitude of features. We're going to be showing them all upstairs, but I'm not going to talk much. The amp speaks for itself, and we're going to do a few things here with Alex and let you hear how it sounds. So the first thing we're going to do is do some clean electric guitar sounds. So as you can see, it's an amazing electric guitar amplifier, and he was using the onboard looper. But we have a lot of fun things for guitar players as well. The electric violin, check this out, instrument simulation. And so as not to be outdone by any synthesizer company, we've also included a synthesizer as well. So let's play a little acoustic guitar first, shall we? All right, so one more instrument to prove that it can be done. Grab a bass, and then we're gonna let Alex. So as you can see, it's an extremely versatile amplifier. And probably what you're used to Alex playing. A little bit of shred. Big hand for Alex Golden.
Yeah, I just want to add, I feel naked. Usually I have to bring a delay and a loop and a distortion pedal anytime I demo a product. I didn't have to bring anything. Everything is right here. So this is a really exciting product, and I would like one. Can I please have one?
Yes.
Thank you guys.
Yes, you may have one. Alex is going to be out here. We're going to be right down at the end of this hallway if you want to come ask him some questions, do some interviews, or talk to us more about the amplifier. And we'll see many of you this week at NAMM up in room 2.
County's own Grover Jackson, co-founder of GJ2 Guitars, and Tom Dumont from No Doubt.
Hi, everybody. I think I'm going to let Tom start off, if that's okay.
Okay, hi everybody. So Grover makes guitars. Everybody, I think, hopefully knows Grover's history as one of the great, I think, disruptive guitar makers in the last century. Right? This guy. When I was a teenager, and I grew up listening to classic rock, and I was a rock music lover, and I started playing in bands when I was 15. If I was 12 years old, I started playing guitar. When I was about 15 or 16, all of a sudden these new guitars came on the scene. And they all had his name on it, Jackson Guitars. Everybody in town, like I grew up in Orange County here, everybody here either wanted these guitars or played them. And so they were a big part of my growing up. And so another part of my story is that my older sister was
So, that is a very small sampling. You're in an unusual setting, but you get the idea of what we're up to. What else we want to talk about? We have other models. We are debuting this weekend a model that we call Glendora, which is a very traditional bolt-on style instrument with...
And Kurt Mackey with Dean Guitars.
All right, how you guys doing today, whichever it is. They're starting to blend together. So anyway, we're really excited to be at NAMM again for Dean Guitars. This is one of the most important days for our company, and especially today to be here to announce that, again, Dave Mustaine from Megadeth. We've got a really great new lineup of his guitars coming out, extended his contract, so we're really excited about an amazing year with Dave Mustaine, all of the great things going on with Megadeth and Dean Guitars. And this year, we have a really cool new product coming out. Last year, or in 2011, we did a custom one-off for the Big Four concert, which was really like the biggest metal event that had taken place in the United States in a really long time, that Megadeth was a big part of. And we made a one-off guitar for Dave, a massive double neck guitar that this year we are actually launching as a retail item. So we're really super excited about it. So at this point, I'd like to bring Dave Mustaine to the stage, as well as the new Dave Mustaine Dean Guitar Signature Diadem Vehement Double Neck Guitar. This thing is amazing. The artwork is beautiful. And now I'd just like to hand it off to Dave to talk a little bit about the guitar and some of the great things that are coming up with Dean Guitars, and especially with Megadeth in 2013.
Hey everybody, thank you for being here. I guess the obvious thing first off to say is that I've been with Dean for several years, and was with ESP before then and Jackson before that, and a lot of guitar players, our career is based on our tools, and I'm very picky about the guitars that I play, and I don't know any guitar player that's worth his salt that isn't picky about what he uses. And for me, when I went to Dean, I found that the guitars were very responsive, and that one of the most important things was the attention to detail, also for the relationship with me as an artist, because at previous companies I was with, the guitars were good, but the relationship was sour. And I found that being with Dean was really good for me because they took care of me as an artist, they took care of the guitars, they also knew what the public liked. So, you know, those of you that are distributors, you know that the younger generation, they want guitars that look cool, that play great, that are affordable, and that their icons use. And for me, I'm flattered to be considered an icon, but you know, I'm just a guitar player. And to have this kind of backing and support from a company that is as reputable as Dean is, it was really flattering. This guitar, the Diadems guitar, the artwork, you know, some people who don't know what the artwork is, it's from the Book of Revelations. It's like the final war, which kind of seems like we're nearing that right now, but it was just an image, so it's not really something that people have to get hung up with. If you don't like it, you can spray paint over it. The guitar plays like a, I won't say it, but the guitar plays really great. And the cool thing about it too is, you know, switching back and forth from a 12-string to a 6-string, a lot of times there's a little bit of a discrepancy with the tonality because you go from a single pickup to a double pickup setup. And the 12-string sounds just as good as the 6-string does. And the harmonic strings, the sympathetic strings on there, it just makes the guitar really sound alive. Yeah, I renewed my contract with Dean. I couldn't think about being anywhere else. And with that, I'm just really glad to be here. I hope you guys have a great weekend. And if you guys want to ask me any questions, I'm here. Is it heavy? You like heavy or like? Well, why don't you hold it? Tell me. Yeah. So not bad was the comment about being heavy. For a double. It looks twice as heavy, doesn't it? Anybody else? No? Okay, well thank you for being here this morning. I hope you guys have a great weekend.
Hey, can we get a picture of you posing with the guitar?
Yeah, sure.
I want to let you guys know also, Dean